So like most entrepreneurs, I started off in sales. My dad taught me at a pretty young age that if you're in sales, you're paid disproportionately to the amount of education that you have. And it's a long story, but me and the school system haven't really had the best of relationships over the years. So it was a kind of a no-brainer for me to jump into sales. And it's been a ton of fun. And even from a super young age, 7 or 8, my sisters, whenever they wanted something from my dad or from my mom, they would ask me to be the one to go and pitch it. It was so much fun that they were always looking to me to help them out in this way. So I knew this was definitely my calling. And the only issue is that I kept on being told from everybody that you're amazing at this. You're so good. You have this natural ability. But I never made the active decision to actually learn about it and grow it and get coached moving forward. So I took that kind of inflated ego into my adolescence and my adult years, where I went from job to job getting fired because I wanted to do everything my way and I knew best and I thought I was irreplaceable. And it wasn't until there was a real estate conference in Montreal and I had got my real estate license, I realized that running a business, like a real estate business, is not as easy as being a cute kid who can sell. We finished the conference and I remember I was getting up and getting ready to leave. My dad looks at me and he goes, "When are you going to start taking this thing seriously?" And that's when I realized that you need 3 things when you're in business for yourself. You need a great coach and mentor. You need the best possible people around you. And you need to lace up the bootstraps. You got to have a great work ethic. And that's when I realized that, I've got, a certain baseline of talent. Hopefully it's good. But what I need to do is I need to put the bootstraps on and get to work. And so I got the coaching. I signed up for the coaching at that conference. And about a year later, I was involved in another seminar. And I remember distinctly this moment because I stood up and I said, my goal for this year is I want to bring my best friend back to Montreal from Toronto.
So I actually met Logan in high school. We were pretty much immediately best friends because we had this similar ridiculous sense of humor that just kind of made it easy for us to gel together. The first year that we knew each other, we went on to create an awesome metal band. And it was quite successful. We were touring around. We were having a hell of a time. And then we also were in the Canadian Improv Games where we won regionals.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I actually fell in love with theater at that time, and I followed my passion all the way to Toronto. And it took me away from my home, and it brought me to a new city. And I learned a lot while I was out there. I ended up working in a high-performance dinner theater environment. I was sword fighting, I was jousting, I was horseback riding, and it was super cool. It was a lot of fun. But as fun as that was, I kept finding myself in a situation where I was saying certain things were for other people and they weren't for me. Things like being able to afford owning a home. And when Logan approached me and started talking to me about the real estate plans that he had, I quickly realized that this is where I needed to be, come back to Montreal and start building the real estate business for my future.
Fast forward to today, and our team of agents is at, I believe it's 15 agents on the team right now on our team. And
Yep.
we've sold $500 million worth of real estate since inception. We noticed that people have a problem with inaction, where they get excited about something, but they don't know how to put one foot in front of the other and get the empowerment that they deserve to, take that next step in their life, whether it's to run that marathon or to start that business or to start that side hustle or whatever that might be. So that's what we're here to show you guys and share with you guys through case studies and examples, not just in real estate, because maybe real estate's not for you and that's totally fine. But we're going to bring on people from the restaurant business. We're going to bring people from the athletics business. Anywhere that we can find success where people have stepped out of themselves and have taken that leap of faith and, are hustlers who want to level up their lives.
I think there's also too much information out there, right? And I think that's one of the things that's holding people back. So one of the things that we want to be able to really show people with the stories that the people that we're going to be talking to, or just the different systems that we have noticed are very successful for businesses, we want to really kind of curate this information and chunk it down so that it's actually usable for people. This podcast is really about getting the inspiration and the tools that you need to level up
Absolutely.
your business.
So on that note, welcome to Montreal's Elite Unleashed. We're going to be providing that to you on a weekly basis, and we're excited for you to tune in.
Tune in.
Do it.
Now.
And do it.